Hey guys, it's Bub here. In this video, we're taking a look at Windows Megamix version 1.1. The extent of what I know about this operating system is that Windows Megamix is a Windows modification of Windows XP that makes the operating system look and feel like something truly unique. So I'm really eager to take a look at this because quite often we don't take a look at more legacy modifications. Most of what we looked at is based off of Windows 10 or Windows 11, but this has Windows XP at its core. So I'm really eager to see how these developers customize this ISO to make it look and feel different from the original Windows XP. As we can see here, as we're waiting for Windows to start up, this does look like just a standard Windows XP out-of-box experience, or rather the setup screen, I should say, not the out-of-box experience. And first things first, Windows can't find any disks. So let's go ahead and fix that. Alright, now that we have a disk showing up, let's go ahead and format using NTFS Quick. And that should be everything we need for Windows to actually start installing on this volume. So we're going to go ahead and let setup format our drive and then begin to copy over files. And then we'll be back when we're in either the desktop or the out-of-box experience, depending on what we are at. Alright, and here we are in the out-of-box experience. Let's go ahead and enter a name of Windows. It looks like it is skipping a product key, thankfully, because I don't have one for this ISO. The other thing I want to call out here is that on this out-of-box experience screen, there is a Windows logo, but it looks kind of weird. Like, if you look at around the edges, this is not as sharp as it should be. There's some weird pixelated things. I mean, I get it because we don't have any audio or video drivers yet, but still, it's a little weird. Alright, and here we are in the Welcome to Windows Megamix. We can see that it's like a Windows Whistler icon up there with the modern Microsoft font. Let's go through the setup. Other than the font and the logo up there, everything else looks like it's straight out of Windows XP, which is kind of what we expected. Nothing too surprising there. We'll go ahead and enter our username. Look at that. We didn't even need a Microsoft account. That is crazy. And here we are on the desktop of Windows Megamix. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is install VMware Tools, and we'll be back. Alright, and here we are on the desktop after getting VMware Tools installed. Let's go ahead and start with the desktop itself. Here we have a recycle bin icon, which is just a regular recycle bin, and a custom Windows Bliss wallpaper. One of the things that we will get into are the different themes that come with Windows Megamix, but we'll go ahead and leave it as default for now, and then jump into the themes. Taking a look at the start menu, the only thing that's really different from Windows XP on this wallpaper here is the actual start button text. It's like a different font. It looks, I don't know how to describe it, as a different font there. Looking in our start menu, we can see that we do have Internet Explorer, which for some reason it doesn't look like it actually picked my network connection up for some reason. That's a little strange. But we have IE, everything that looks pretty standard for Windows XP. Looking under accessories, I mean, nothing really stands out to me. It looks like a regular Windows XP install right now. Nothing too crazy, including we have our 3D pinball, nothing under startup, in our typical Windows applications. While we're looking at this, let's go ahead and take a look at our CPU and RAM utilization before we jump into some of the more customizable aspects of this operating system. So for our CPU, we're using average Windows CPU utilization, we're staying at 0 right now. And then for our memory usage, we'll take a look at this box right here because this is page file usage. So I gave a gig of memory to this system here, and there's our available, and there's our system cache. Let's go into our computer, take a look at how much disk space we're actually using. So on a 39.9 gig disk, we are using 3.14 gigs of space, and 36.8 gigs are free. So man, I wish the days when Windows XP or Windows took up that much space. Today, Windows is just unbelievably large. A Windows 11 ISO isn't even that small. Now let's take into the real aspects of Windows Megamix. And the developers, I'm sure if you're seeing this, please comment anything down below if I may have missed anything. I really couldn't find any detailed kind of change notes or release notes to look at. The themes are really what stood out to me when I went through the operating system. So let's go ahead and go into our themes. And the first theme we have is eMachines, which is just a regular eMachines wallpaper. Pretty interesting. Next is HP. So same thing, we have an HP wallpaper, pretty interesting. We then have Windows XP, which is obviously the one that we were on. We have the Think theme, which looks like it would ship on a ThinkPad. I actually do kind of like this theme a little bit. It's not bad at all. Then we have Windows 20 and a bunch of squares. This theme could not load because the theme files could not be found. This theme was not installed correctly, so that theme doesn't work. We then, of course, have Windows Classic theme, and then we have the Windows Megamix theme. This probably should have been enabled by default, but now we can take a look at the operating system with the Megamix theme. I did notice that the taskbar actually got smaller, and it does look more like almost like a Windows Whistler kind of taskbar in a way. And we open the start menu. Yeah, we have a similar thing here. It's blue. We have all of our programs. I don't like the font on this though. Like, this just doesn't look right with it being bold. I feel like that could definitely be improved, but hey, to each their own, I guess. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else that we have in this operating system. We do have a few different wallpapers, including the 20th anniversary, Windows 2000, Think Dots. There seems to be a lot of vendor themes here, or vendor wallpapers. I'm not exactly sure why, and I don't really know the context behind it. But I mean, wow, look at all of these different. There's a lot of wallpapers that shipped in this operating system by default, and I'm not 100% sure why, including in Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009. Again, this is a very unique sort of operating system that I've never seen anything like this before with that many wallpapers. But yeah, the Windows Megamix theme is almost like a Windows Whistler theme, almost. Let's take a look at those window borders one more time here. Oh, it actually did change quite a few things. So this looks different. This looks more modern, kind of this ribbon there. And then, yeah, we can see this whole thing is like that darker blue, lighter blue, darker blue gradient. I mean, it does look modern. It's almost like Windows XP.1 or Windows XP Plus, if you will. I feel like if this was the successor to Windows XP, it may have done a little bit better than Windows Vista, just because it wasn't as demanding. But it wouldn't have set the stage for Windows Aero in Windows 7. So, trade-offs come with that. It's interesting to think about. But with that being said, this is a really high-level overview of Microsoft Windows Megamix version 1.1. If the developers are watching this and have anything else that they want to call out, please drop it down in the comments below, and I may make a follow-up to this because I'm sure I missed a lot of the features of Windows Megamix. If you have any other ISOs you want me to take a look at, please also drop them in the comments below, as I love doing viewer-recommended videos. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.